Hello and welcome to another episode of Town of Salem. Our name is Meep, and we are the Witch. So I've been trying for a long time to play Witch as a TK claim, to claim TK and get TKCCs, and then use them to kill people. The danger is that people will lynch Vigis, even if they're legitimate Vigis, in a Witch game. So if you claim something like Vigi, people will try and kill you. And it's hard to claim Veteran because what if there's another Veteran? Things go wrong. So we're going a very different tactic here. We're just going to claim TI, which is, I think, the more traditional way to play Witch. You claim Sheriff, you claim Investigator, you claim something along those lines. I claimed very early here. I claimed literally day one and said that I will check one tonight. And now we're not going to Witch. We're not going to Witch because I want to be able to claim Witched. That way I don't need to have results. I don't need to have a lookout seeing that I didn't visit them. If Satan is mean was jailed or transported or anything like that, I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to worry at all. I can just say I was witched. And since I didn't witch anybody else, there's a decent chance town will believe me. I also, by claiming witched early on, I kind of suppress a lot of claim space for town. Right? Town wants to be able to just come out and say, this is what I am, here's what I do, don't lynch me, don't execute me. If you're a Vigi, if you're a veteran, if you're something like this, right? Now you can't really claim out once someone says they were witched, right? VFR is a harder thing to pull off because of this. You might out TKs that then have to be lynched because you can't afford to have the witch go after them. So saying that you were witched in a witch game as the witch, right, is a legitimate play in my view, right? It's preventing town from doing what it wants to do, right? It's using your presence to deny claim space from town, and it also gives you a good excuse for not having a very believable will. And of course, once you witch someone else, then your claim about being witched seems a little bit more reasonable. You look a little bit less gestury. You don't look like you're, some guy who's just faking being witched to have a will that doesn't really do anything, right? In this case, Jake dies. Jake is the jailer. Died because, well, he didn't claim, and no one was on him, and got killed. So we're going to start filling out our will here. Satan is mean claims lookout. Uber Crushed claims sheriff. I don't really believe Uber Crushed's claim, but we'll put him down here. Sheriff claims are always a little bit weak. We're just going to start voting people up. As long as they're not voting me up, I'm fine with that. I'm going to say I was witched. He cannot be executioner. If somebody finds somebody else suspect, this is the downside of it, right? If somebody pushes on somebody else, if a sheriff finds a mafia night one, right, then the guy can't claim that it's an executioner out to get him. You are giving that to town. You're making a lot of their claims a little bit more believable because they can't be jester, they can't be executioner. For now, says Bender, I mean, I don't know. I'm just voting guilty to make it seem, like I'm voting with town. I say I am TICC. I want to get that out there. I'm claiming TI. I don't want my claim space to get taken by somebody else. Uber Crushed and Satan is mean are already claiming lookout. This guy's claiming TI as well, right? I mean, we had a lot of Mary Eunice now comes out and says that she's TI. People are voting up Uber Crushed, I think, because they just didn't see him post his role. Yeah, I'm pushing on this guy. I say I was witched. He can't be executioner. And now we want to start trying to find people. We'd also like to send people into veterans if we can. Get people killed, Grab Vigis. Do stuff with them. In this case, we don't really know any TK claims out there. We have denied that claim space, so we're just going to grab a quiet person and send them into the lookout. If they're mafia, they kind of probably want to kill lookout anyways. If they're Vigi, we get them to shoot lookout. Turns out they're a medium. Sure. This is also a person who's mediums are often quiet because they don't really have a good way to confirm themselves. They're really just hoping that a retributionist comes along and is able to bring back a dead person to confirm them. They're medium and they're dead. Shot by a Vigi because they were so quiet. No one talked. That's unfortunate. Nothing of no information in their wills. And Mary Eunice and Satan are also dead. Mary Eunice was a TI claim. What were they? Investigator. They found stream to be Vig Vetmoff. I probably would have posted that. I mean, I would have at least made stream claim something. Because there's a Vigi in the yard. Oh, stream is the Vigi in the yard. Well, I guess I wouldn't have come out with that. Pretty bad will. And Satan the Vigi shoots Thick Poutine. So Thick Poutine is either Godfather or they are werewolf. Probably werewolf. Well, there's another Vigi down. I ask anyone which, I probably shouldn't be even saying anything. There's enough suspicion going around on everything else. There's literally a Vigi, dead Vigi who said that he shot Thick Poutine, so. Ubercrush says, GG, I want to side werewolf. Satan is mean says same. I say I'm guessing Vigi was witched into medium. I really shouldn't even be talking. Bender says, I am doctor. Okay. Protect yourself, use me. Interesting. I'm not going to do that, but probably town is just going to lynch you. Because, you know, you're saying you're going to side with witch. I don't know if that's really a helpful thing to do. So yeah, I mean, we vote this guy up. He's basically saying I'm going to side with witch. Hang the doc, idiots. Yeah, but you're saying you're going to side with witch. I don't know what to tell you. Let witch protect herself, and werewolf, maybe they can win. I mean, witch is going to side with mafia. I don't know why you think witch would side with mafia. Don't vote him. He's werewolf. WTF in O-Town. I mean, we kind of think that Thick Poutine is werewolf. Vigi did shoot him, but we know that because we did not witch Satan into the medium, right? So we know there's another Vigi out there who shot the medium. Either that or the Vigi didn't keep a full will. You guys are dumb AF, lol. Yeah, Innos are susp. This guy was a doctor saying that he was going to work with witch. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This guy was Vigi, and he was the one who shot medium, so he's going to die anyways. I guess his play makes a little bit sense, but I don't know. We just say weird flex, but okay. So Thick Poutine is probably... This sheriff claim looks really bad now because it makes us look like werewolf, but we kind of want to keep it because it makes us look like werewolf. Town doesn't have majority. I don't know. We want to come out as witch. Our main concern is being lynched by mafia here. At this point, if mafia just reveals and says Thick Poutine is not one of us, then we win the game, right? It's a witch game. We're pretty sure. At least I've claimed witched. I mean, I know it's a witch game. I'm the witch, but they probably think it's a witch game. Who did they attack? What happened here? We decide not to visit because I don't want to direct a mafia into attacking mafia. So Thick Poutine is either Godfather or werewolf. If mafia just comes out here and says, "Look, he's not Godfather." Ubercrush says he finds Grim susp. I'm just come out and say that I'm witch. I mean, mafia aren't saying anything, so maybe Ubercrush is mafia. He innoed a doctor that said that he was gonna... I don't know. We're pretty sure we just should be voting up Thick Poutine, though. I mean, he says that he was attacked. Presumably he was attacked by mafia. But Mafia aren't saying anything, so we put this guy up. This is fine with me. I mean, if Thick Poutine really is werewolf, we have answers. We're the witch. What is this? He's wondering how he got voted up in a game where his side has majority. Yeah, you never claimed Mafia. You could have just said I'm Mafia. This would have been easier. I don't think we can inno you down at this point. I mean, I guess technically we can. I can inno him. All three Mafia can inno him. You know what? This works, though. I accidentally abstain here. My vote didn't go through. I didn't vote in time. It's fine. Don't worry. You're going to win. I mean, these votes confirm that Thick Poutine is in fact the werewolf. So I get to control the werewolf. I get to send them into people who aren't Mafia. All these innos tell me who the Mafia are, even though they didn't just reveal themselves to me. They might not be convinced that I'm witch. Yeah, witch control werewolf to kill one. Sounds like a plan. Let's just get this guy out of here. They probably weren't convinced that I was witch, which is why they didn't come out. But now we have a list of Mafia. iPhone Guy, Descartes, and Jonathan Corwin are Mafia. These are the people we're going to win with. There's really not much town or werewolf or anybody can do at this point. We're going to use werewolf tonight to kill a town. We don't need any of this will. Meep the witch. Mwah. The mask comes off. Target howls at the moon. They must be a werewolf. Yep. Mafia probably just didn't come out because they weren't certain I was witch. Right? What if I'm Jester? What if I'm playing some weird game? I'm claiming witched. I'm the only person who's been witched at this point because I ended up witching a person who died to a really weird Vigi play. Uber Crushed asked me if I know who the Godfather is. I say no idea. I haven't been witching people actively. I didn't want to get run into stuff. I mean, I didn't direct anybody into your house. Uber Crush, excuse me. Uber Crush lets me know that 15 is Godfather, probably because he checked them and they turned up Inno, so he knows who Godfather is. Telling me who Godfather is nice. It means that I can basically force a win and prevent Mafia from being able to lynch me or kill me. We're just going to go the straight up route, though, and we're just going to side with Mafia. 10 is Hally Boy. I mean, we're voting 10. Get 10. Might as well get this werewolf out of here. We don't have to today. I mean, he can't attack again for a while, but might as well just, get him out of here. Technically speaking, I could have sided with werewolf, right? I could have been grabbing the Godfather, sending him into towns, stuff like that, coordinating with this guy, but to be honest, that's a lot of work. Yeah, he's sad that Witch isn't siding with him. A lot of people side with neutral killings, but it's so much faster to do it this way. Like, this is going to take a couple nights, whereas with the werewolf, it's going to take me, 6 days. It's just faster this way. It's nothing personal. If the game were closer, I might side with you. If it was going to be like I'd have to wait a couple nights either way, then I think we would side with werewolf, just because it's harder to win as werewolf than as Mafia. But I don't know. Town certainly doesn't deserve to win this game. Jailer wasn't playing Jailer meta, which I think is the correct thing to do. Vigi shot medium. All sorts of bad stuff was going on this game that didn't make any sense. And 3 is Doc. Sure. We'll send 15 into 3 then. Just want to guide the blade. Make sure they're not attacking me for some reason. Technically, after I use Godfather to kill 3, they could vote me up, but they will have majority in a big way. We're going to run Descartes into Crumpets. Most Mafia will also just let a witch win. They won't lynch them, they won't kill them, they won't do any of this stuff. It's just more convenient for both sides. Technically speaking, if you want to win by yourself, right, you don't want this extra person getting some of your elo, you can fight it, but like most people would rather just move on to the next game. And that's, again, why we didn't side with Werewolf here. Not much else to say. Crumpets turns out to be Doctor. Uber Crushed is indeed Sheriff. Thick Poutine was the Howley Boy. We kill Crumpets. And lynch Uber Crush today. That's basically it. Boom, boom, boom. And we donezo. I feel like I have a lot more success claiming things like Sheriff, claiming things like Investigator, claiming things that aren't TK as Witch. And I'm not sure I like witching Night 1 because you're giving up the ability to use that as a reason for why your will doesn't really do anything, right? You can have a bad will by claiming that you were witched, and then you can confirm that it is a witch game by witching somebody else, right? You also make yourself look a little bit innocent because typically mafias will not claim that they've been witched. They want to hide that it's a witch game, right? And work with the witch. So you make yourself look, in a lot of ways by claiming witched. And you can't really claim witched if you witch someone else, right? So it does deny you the opportunity to find mafia. It does make it harder for you to find Vigies and veterans and stuff like that. And there were 3 Vigies this game. So if we had been playing a more aggressive witch game, we would have had some better chances at that. But still works out pretty well. I certainly like it a lot more than claiming TK. Claiming TK, just rough. Towns will lynch you just for being a TK claim. So I think this is the better way to play Witch. I'm no expert on Witches. I struggle with the role a lot, but I think this is the new way that I play it. So that's it for this episode. I'll catch you guys next time.